What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Liam Payne recently sat down for an interview with Logan Paul, and it ended up being very controversial. So in this video, we're taking a look at Liam Payne opening up about disliking Zayn Malik. Number 5, talking about upbringing.
So I said to him, if you don't remove those hands, there's a high likelihood you'll never use them again.
That is such a British thing to say.
Ever since One Direction went on a hiatus, each of the band members have been doing their own things. They've managed to make music and stay away talking about their days within the band. That had been the case so far, but then Liam decided to sit down for an interview with Logan Paul. In that interview, he said so many things that were either inaccurate or controversial, and that has led to the entirety of the internet turning against him. One of the things he talked about a lot was Zayn Malik. He implied that Zayn was the way he is due to the way he was brought up by his parents. Liam said that he disliked Zayn, but that he was always on his side because he understood how he had been raised. As you can imagine, insulting the parents of your bandmate didn't go over well with the fandom, especially because Zayn has been known to be very close with his family, and he even bought them a house with his own money. Number 4, mentioning legal troubles. It seemed like throughout the interview, once the topic of Zayn got brought up, the people talking about him couldn't let it go. Liam also mentioned the recent legal troubles that Zayn had been facing. For reference, Zayn was charged with 4 counts of harassment by Gigi Hadid's mother, and due to that, he was placed on probation. Liam brought that up and said that he wouldn't commend him for what he had done, but that he understood why he acted that way. Liam had once again implied that Zayn's action had reflected the way his parents had brought him up, and after this, the hate that was surging towards Liam from the fandom couldn't be felt in the air. While there was no telling who was wrong or right in the altercation that Zayn had, for what it's worth, he did say that he had been doing that to protect his daughter, but this wasn't the only time Liam spoke about Zayn and his family in that interview. Number 3, Liam mentioning Gigi Hadid. A long time ago, Jake Paul had tweeted something towards Zayn Malik, and at the time, Zayn and Gigi had been dating. This is why it irked Gigi enough to reply to that tweet, in which she vehemently defended Zayn and said that he was a respectful man, unlike the crew that Jake hung around with. This tweet was brought up by Logan Paul, who's the older brother of Jake, and he was saying something about it when Liam interjected him. Liam said that Gigi had said that Zayn was a respectful man and that that statement hadn't aged so well. The timing of his statement and the way he delivered it caused the entire room to explode with laughter and shock that he had said such a thing. Number 2, altercation with band member. It seemed like Liam was in a very good mood to divulge a lot of things about his days with the band, which is why he ended up revealing something that shocked a lot of fans. He said that there were a few altercations within the band, and during one of those, he was actually thrown up against the wall by one of the band members. Liam was very careful about not revealing the name of the band member, which has sparked a lot of conversations about who that person could have been. Liam said that he told that band member to take his hands off of him, otherwise he would never be able to use them again. This was the first time anyone had heard something about fights within the band, so it not only shocked the fandom, but also made them a bit sad. Number 1, Liam's debut song. After hearing him talk about his band members and his days in One Direction, it looked like he was propping himself up while bringing everyone else down. This was made stunningly clear when he said that even though he had been the last of the band members to go solo, his debut song had 1 billion streams. He even went so far as to say that he outsold everyone. A simple Google search would be enough to tell you just how inaccurate that statement is, but it truly looked like he just wanted to brag about his accomplishments during that interview. He even said that he had a hard time writing a song because he didn't know what he liked, which in turn shows you how little input he had in the songs One Direction made. In the end, there was a ton of stuff he said that painted a very negative picture of Zayn, but more so than that, he ended up degrading others' opinion about himself. So these were some of the details about Liam opening up about disliking Zayn. It's sad to see how a great band went from its glory days to now, where one band member is bashing another. That wraps up yet another great video, which we hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, do let us know by smashing that like button, and if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can catch up on more videos like this going forward. Until next time, Take care and goodbye.